Hello and welcome to our election special To The Point, where we are talking to leaders from across the political spectrum and discussing their campaigns and political strategies. Today we have a very special guest, Bansuri Swaraj, who is making her election debut from the New Delhi constituency. And Bansuri Swaraj, thank you so much for talking to WION, and many congratulations for your candidature from the New Delhi constituency. This is an important and a prestige battle, as many would say. Many of the BJP stalwarts have been the New Delhi constituency candidates, so big shoes to fill for you.
First of all, thank you very much. It's a pleasure being on your show. And to be very honest, I think you have to take every constituency with equal amount of seriousness. You need to pay attention to each and every voter. So no constituency is high profile or low profile. And that is why there is no pressure on me.
Right.
Also, I think something which is common between all the stalwarts that came before me is that they were Bharatiya Janata Party karyakartas, just like me.
Yeah. You've said, and of course the BJP said, is bar 400 par.
Absolutely.
And do you think that it's possible to have a Delhi sweep this time around as well, given that the AAP and the Congress have come together, so it won't be so much of a fractured mandate?
It won't. In fact, I'll be very honest, it is going to be a clean sweep. We're going to have all the 7 seats in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party, because the people of Delhi are very wise. And also because the particular alliance of the Congress party along with the Aam Aadmi Party actually goes to the root of their credibility. It is an alliance which is actually formulated and wedged on selfish political gain. If you remember, the Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji, had once sworn on his children's lives that he will never ever form an alliance with the Congress party. When he does a 180-degree U-turn, it erodes from his credibility. The fact that today the Aam Aadmi Party has become a mirror image of the Congress party in terms of corruption. If you remember, it is always the Congress party that has been cannibalized by its alliance partner, the Aam Aadmi Party. Whenever Aam Aadmi Party has come to power, it has unseated the Congress party, whether it is in Punjab or whether it was in Delhi. Today, if you see, contrary to the 500 crore corruption club that Mr. Kejriwal used to swear by, where he used to mention a series of Congress stalwarts, it seems that the Aam Aadmi Party, which is head-to-toe drowning in corruption, has finally achieved the eligibility criteria to have membership of that 500 crore corruption club.
I do have to ask you this, because you've taken on the Kejriwal government and Arvind Kejriwal on many occasions, and a lot of people think that you should have been the candidate for the New Delhi constituency for the, for the assembly post, given your stature as somebody who's really taken a stand against the Aam Aadmi Party, and as you're speaking about corruption. Do you think that wasn't necessary?
It's conjecture. It's completely conjecture. And I'll be very honest. It's not that I have any kind of personal animosity with the Honorable Chief Minister. Right. I am a mouthpiece of my party. And we are a very, very responsible opposition in Delhi. The people of Delhi are actually quite fed up of the Aam Aadmi Party, because, like I said, this is a party that was elected on an anti-corruption plank. But today I can canonize a series of scams, whether it is the Delhi Jal Board scam, whether it is the spurious drug scams, whether it is the fake pathological scam, test scams, or it is the great, the grand bungalow that the Chief Minister has made for himself out of public money, and definitely the liquor scam. The fact that the High Court is saying that 100 crore rupees kickbacks have been taken by Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and that money has been misused for Aam Aadmi Party during Goa elections. These are very serious allegations, and the people of Delhi are quite disillusioned. As a very responsible opposition, it is our job to raise awareness qua these issues. It is our job to actually ask the Aam Aadmi Party government to answer these allegations.
But Arvind Kejriwal was in court yesterday, and he made a few comments, and he said that out of the 20,000 pages of the case, only 4 times his name has been mentioned, that this is political vendetta ahead of the elections, that the BJP wants the Aam Aadmi Party to be disintegrated ahead of the elections.
I have to say very respectfully that the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, is a master of propaganda. it is not the Bharatiya Janata Party that is investigating him. It is the independent investigating agency, the Enforcement Directorate. And please see, whether it's trial court, whether it's High Court, or it is Supreme Court of India, it is various courts of the land that have found prima facie evidence that has been established against the Aam Aadmi Party leaders in terms of this particular scam, the liquor scam and corruption allegations. I must point out, when Mr. Kejriwal's application for interim protection was being argued before the Honorable Delhi High Court, the Delhi High Court took the time to peruse the entire evidence against Mr. Kejriwal, which was presented by the ED. It is only after looking at all the facts and looking at all the proof and the evidence against Mr. Kejriwal that the Honorable Delhi High Court rejected his prayer for interim protection. Right. And where, as far as his arrest is concerned, very respectfully, Bhairavi, the Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Kejriwal, has orchestrated this entire situation and has invited this situation upon him. Once you dishonor 9 summons, you're actually arm twisting the investigating agencies into coming and taking you away for custodial interrogation. The PMLA law is very, very clear. It mandates that whenever a summon has been issued to you, then you need to come and honor that summon. You need to come and present yourself before the investigating agencies. But Mr. Kejriwal flouted not 1, not 2, but 9 summons. Obviously, the investigating agencies would come knocking at his door.
Okay, I get that. But the Money Laundering Act is also very stringent. It could possibly mean that Arvind Kejriwal is in jail for all of the election. Having said that, you said that this was in a sense orchestrated by Kejriwal by not listening to the summons. Does that give him sympathy votes, or does that actually disintegrate this party, which is headless now?
Let me first answer why he's orchestrated it. The first summon which was sent by the ED was actually in November last year, 2nd November 2023. Mr. Kejriwal made very flimsical excuses, like the fact that he went away for a 10-day Vipassana workshop. He would always question the legality of these summons, but never ever did he approach and knock on the court's door for quashing of these summons. He has orchestrated this situation. The timing of it is something that he has actually invited upon himself.
Okay.
Now, regarding whether the Aam Aadmi Party is going to dismantle, well, I can't predict their downfall. I can definitely say that there seems to certainly be no disarray.
Okay.
And what is quite shocking is the fact that Mr. Kejriwal insists on running the government from jail. I want to ask him, is there no morality? If he refuses to resign on the grounds of morality, I want to know.
But legally he doesn't need to resign.
No, but I want to ask him, if it is moral to run the government from jail, then why did he ask Mr. Satyendra Jain or Mr. Manish Sisodia to resign?
Okay.
When Mr. Manish Sisodia was arrested, he actually made him resign immediately and requested his family to evict the official residence. But today, Mr. Kejriwal is insisting on running the government from jail to the detriment of the people of Delhi.
But the High Court has squashed a PIL asking for him to step down. So legally he's in a safe space.
Like I said, the High Court
You're saying it's morally
like
upon him to
Let
step
me answer
down.
that. Quashing of a PIL has many other permutations, because when you have a public interest litigation, perhaps the judges were actually asking that this is in the realm of the executive, and they must be asking on the question of locus.
Okay.
But the thing is, a particular leader like Mr. Kejriwal, who was preaching morality to the whole of India, somebody who was preaching morality to all the leaders of all political parties, today, when he was asked to answer for his crimes, not only did he refuse to join the investigation, but he is being so audacious and so obstinate about it, saying that, no, I'm going to continue, cling to power, continue to be the Chief Minister of Delhi, run Delhi government from jail, which is going to be completely to the detriment of the interest of Delhiites.
Okay, I want to step away from the Aam Aadmi Party a bit and talk about the BJP, which has made a conscious decision not to sort of, have new faces. Is the BJP worried about anti-incumbency in Delhi? And is this also, a larger strategy of the BJP not to have the same faces over and over again?
No.
What is the reason why out of 5 names that have been so far introduced 4 are new faces.
No, we're a cadre-based party, and the party has actually, I'm sure there's going to be two aspects to it. One, they are giving chances to newer faces, to other karyakartas of the party. And second, people who, in our party, it's about getting a ticket. Nobody can put a claim to a position because it's always a responsibility. It is never you're not sitting in a seat of power. It's a sense of responsibility. You need to fulfill that particular responsibility to the best of your ability. If the baton has been passed on to somebody else, then you have a responsibility to ensure that that individual is able to do the best that that individual possibly can. Yeah. Also, you never know, the party always has plans for every karyakarta.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is not the end of the road for people.
Yeah, sure. Talking about issues such as the farmer issue, how do you think those things will affect elections in states like Punjab, Haryana, Delhi? I mean, do they have any resonance here, and in which way are they going to impact?
I'll be very honest. As far as the farmer issue is concerned, the government is in constant dialogue with the Annadata. Yeah. And the government is dealing with it with utmost sensitivity. I have a feeling that the people of Bharat have an unwavering faith and commitment and belief in Modi ki guarantee. Because this is the epitome of promise fulfillment. Every particular aspect that was written in our manifesto has already been fulfilled. Whether it is bringing the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam by bringing 33% reservation in favor of women, both in Vidhan Sabha and in Parliament, or it is construction of a very Bhavya Ram temple, or it is bringing CAA, or it is a vision of Vikasit Bharat that the Prime Minister has articulated, and India has already started progressing on that particular path. Bringing the economy from an 11th largest economy, a fragile economy which was sort of handed over by the Congress regime to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and ensuring that Bharat becomes the 5th largest economy in the world in just a decade is a marvelous achievement. And of course, in Modi 3.0, you're going to see that Modi ji is going to ensure that India becomes the 3rd largest economy in the world.
Okay.
The fact that we are looking at India becoming a global leader in the world of semiconductors, 1.25 lakh crore rupees worth of infrastructure and facilities which have been inaugurated for semiconductors.
Right.
These are groundbreaking developments. Development in Bharat has happened at an unprecedented level.
Right. This number of 370 that the Prime Minister has also spoken about, or BJP getting on its own, there will be challenges in the southern states and some other states where you've not made inroads in the past. What is the BJP's larger strategy for, as you would know, for the campaign in these states?
Wait till 4th of June. And not only will you see the Bharatiya Janata Party actually achieve 370, but the NDA is going to achieve Ab ki baar 400 par, because this is not a slogan, it's a pledge. It is a pledge which has been taken. Every karyakarta of Bharatiya Janata Party is working tirelessly towards it, and I know that the people of Bharat are going to ensure that this pledge is fulfilled.
Bansuri Swaraj, pleasure talking to you.
Thank
May you
you.
Carry forward your mother's formidable legacy.
Very kind of you.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.